Do I think there's going to be another black swan? Of course, 100%. I just don't know exactly what it is. The only one that's going to be an interesting one to watch, and I don't even know how he calls a black swan, because I feel like black swan by definition can't really be, it's like predicted. Oh, didn't see that happening.
Yeah.
The US government is going after Tether. That is clear to me. I view Tether as a very important part of the ecosystem, and I don't know how to predict
the impact that will have.
To create a dollar-backed stablecoin is an important strategic asset.
Trump World Global?
Well, they would have to comply with the new federal law.
Right.
And no one right now complies with the work that we've done in the House or Senate on a stablecoin act. Circle doesn't fully comply. Tether is not even in the United States. It's outside the U.S. It wouldn't comply. So if we have a high standard, the world will come to that high standard for enforcement and for definition. And, you know, if the Trump coin can meet that definition, so be it. There'll be multiple competing stable coins, in my view. You see the headlines today that the large banks are thinking about collectively having a stable coin. It's a new payment rail in Web3 on a blockchain to compete with other payment methodologies. I don't view it as a store of value. I view it as debit cash, credit stable coin, buy something institutionally or and as a consumer.
Do you see it as hopefully disinflationary, meaning that it should take cost out of the system?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, blockchain generally, what attracts me to crypto is not crypto, not Bitcoin, but the operating system benefits of blockchain. I think it takes costs out of the system. I think for consumers, it creates accessibility. Look at the Benji, which is Franklin Templeton's money market account that's been tokenized. They can offer that at a higher rate and a lower dollar amount to customers because the cost has been taken out of the system.
Hong Kong is always the gateway to the Chinese mainland market, and Hong Kong is always used as the lab for experiments, either in economies or in new industries or new sectors. They are trying their best to use the one country, two systems as an experiment. If it's successful, I think there is the possibility the mainland China government will reconsider their stance towards the crypto and Web3 industry.
Create actual humanoid-type robots that are able to do the hardest, most dangerous aspects of shipbuilding. Is that correct?
No, absolutely. And it's a pretty unforgiving environment if you see how the process is done. We don't have the workforce that's going to enable this sort of resurgence. And so what we're going to have to do is supplement that with a lot of these advanced technologies. And they're hypercritical. And there's a race right now in the humanoid world. We're no longer discussing why humanoids, but how many and how fast. And there's a flurry of activity happening in this industry. And it's going to be, I think, one of the most transformational moments. And the shipbuilding process is just hyper complicated. So the way we're approaching it is building the world's toughest humanoid that is able to handle the complexities of this kind of environment. While most companies are building humanoids for the indoors, we're going outside. We're going outdoors into the harsh conditions that exist in the work that's done in these shipyards.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. with triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting at more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets. Now,
it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy, and it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And I told you that we would get a first quarter pullback, and that's what happened. And then also I told you that tariffs would get stepped up, and that's what happened. Layoffs would pick up. That's what happened. So the Crypto Teacher gives you a warning like Noah and Gilgamesh, whichever one you want to call it. But we will get some type of reset this year. Most likely stable coins are the catalyst. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. We have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beating. and more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky, and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And you know I come back with that video just to make you think.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And make sure you join the Patrons. If you're not a part of the Patrons, make sure you're hitting the Cash App. Also, go like and follow the TikTok. More videos to come. And right now, we have Bitcoin and crypto pulling back. Don't forget, guys, this week, futures contracts end. But then also, we have the holiday on Monday, so we know we're going to get some liquidity in because we're going to be the only game in town. Now, on Tuesday, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We had yield rates pull back due to the auctions, but yield rates are still high. We had the dollar down on Friday. Volume in crypto right now down. We have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $154 billion on Friday. Make sure you pull it on a daily basis during the week. And we know the Fed wants to keep rates higher for longer to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build this fourth industrial revolution, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And we have Trump tariffs are going to be open the gate to layoffs. Then, of course, we get the machines, blockchain, digital currencies, and lastly, the universal basic income and the metaverse. Remember, this is a plan. It moves in phases. And I happened to find that picture of the robot I was talking about in that museum. Y'all would not believe it. It's the same robot. And I'm going to go to that museum and see if they still have them. If they still have them, I'm going live. Guys, it's unbelievable. You can't make this stuff up. It was a long time ago, so hopefully they haven't changed it. But we have the politicians coming out, letting us know the plan for these stablecoins. Now that they're coming out telling us the plan is here, we know it's going to start moving fast forward. And once they get this bill passed, it's going to allow the banks to just attach those digital wallets, and the people will never know they're using these stablecoins. And remember, guys, with smart contracts, they'll be able to be programmable, telling you what, when, and how to buy, and you have 3 to 6 months to spend it or poof, it's gone. And with Trump's tax bill, we know all the spending is being cut back. Food stamps, housing, all that's being cut back. That free ride is over. The whole point of it was to break up the family. They've already done that. The family is the last line of defense. When you're looking at billionaires and the elites, it's always family. And right now, who's pushing Bitcoin and crypto? That's right, the Trump family, the president's family. You cannot make this stuff up. But again, the sheep sleep while the NWO builds. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And right now, we have Tether as the largest stable coin. But we know these big banks are about to come in and take over. The same way we saw Grayscale hand that Bitcoin ETF over to BlackRock. And we know these banks move trillions daily, not yearly, not monthly, not weekly. They move trillions of dollars daily. You cannot compete. So like Brad Garlinghouse stated, that black swan is definitely coming for Tether, and it's going to land these stable coins in the hands of the Fed and the big banks. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs pulled back on Friday. And we have Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs had net inflows on Friday. Now, getting over into a little crypto news, we have Kalshi now accepts Solana after adding support for Bitcoin, USDC, and WorldCoin. But if you're betting, you're definitely not going to be using nothing but a stable coin. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, we had Lamar Odom and Justin Sun party at Trump's meme coin gala as lawmakers blast selling access. And again, this is nothing but the Hegelian dialectic. And by Trump, the president of the United States, is holding us. What is it doing? Pushing adoption. It's going to bring all eyes into Bitcoin and crypto. And it brings the eyes of all ages. Not young, not middle age, but older individuals also. People who have no clue about it, they're still going to be paying attention to what Trump is doing. And the NWO knows it. These people have no clue on how this space works, but they're looking at everything that Trump does, and they're going to repeat everything that he says. We know how the sheep do. And then lastly, we have HSBC debuts Hong Kong's first blockchain settlement service with tokenized deposits. And we have Ant International, a member of Alibaba Group, completes first blockchain transaction using HSBC's Will platform digital ledger technology. And this is only available in Hong Kong, but will launch in Asia and Europe later this year. And we know nothing happens in Hong Kong without China. And Hong Kong is a straw man for China. They're going to allow Hong Kong to do all the experiments, and then whatever works, they're bringing to the mainland. But remember, America was just an experiment. And the NWO knows what works and doesn't work. And then on top of it, now they have AI to run simulations to tell us whether it's going to work and not work. You can't make this stuff up. But you're definitely witnessing some of the greatest times in history. And it just depends on what side you want to fall on. Because America to Babylon is definitely falling, along with that United States World Reserve currency. And you're witnessing the rise of the BRICS nations led by China with that digital yuan. Only thing you have to do is look at the Belt and Road. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Because he knows, when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, if new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, The fourth industrial revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.